Ever thought about how the words we use can reveal our true colors? Our words can actually give a sneak peek into our personality. Could some phrases indicate a lack of kindness or empathy in a person? Well, there might just be something to it. But remember, these are just possible signs, not solid proof. In this article, we're diving into 10 phrases that might suggest a lack of empathy or kindness. This isn't about pointing fingers or making accusations. It's about helping us understand each other better. So, are you ready to explore? Let's get started. Number 1. I don't care. We've all heard this one, and probably have said it ourselves at some point. However, if this phrase is a part of someone's regular vocabulary, it might be a sign of a lack of empathy. I don't care can imply indifference towards other people's feelings or situations. Kindness is often about caring for others, understanding their problems, and showing genuine concern. If a person frequently uses this phrase without considering the impact of their words on others, he or she might lack empathy and kindness. Remember though, context is key, and everyone has off days. This statement alone doesn't define a person's character. Number 2. It's not my problem. This phrase can often indicate a lack of empathy or willingness to help others. When we demonstrate kindness, we often extend a helping hand, even when the problem doesn't directly concern us. Saying "it's not my problem" can suggest an unwillingness to understand or sympathize with others' difficulties. However, it's crucial to note that personal boundaries are important too. It's about balance, being there for others while also taking care of oneself. If this phrase is a regular go-to, it might suggest a deficiency in empathy or kindness. Number 3. I'm always right. Now, this phrase can really be a red flag. If a person frequently asserts "I'm always right," it may suggest a lack of understanding and empathy for others' perspectives and feelings. When we show kindness, we are open to the possibility that we could be wrong and are willing to listen to others. I remember a time when I was involved in a heated discussion with a friend. She was adamant about her point of view on recycling and wouldn't consider any other perspective. Every time I tried to explain my stance, she would interrupt me with "I'm always right." It felt like she lacked empathy for my thoughts and was not willing to understand my perspective. Now, one incident doesn't define a person's entire character, but if such instances become a pattern, it might be revealing of their overall attitude towards others. Number 4. You're too sensitive. This phrase can be a sign of a lack of empathy. It's often used to dismiss or invalidate someone's feelings or experiences. Kindness is usually about validating and acknowledging others' feelings, not brushing them off. You see, individuals who often dismiss others' feelings by calling them too sensitive may themselves be less emotionally intelligent. They might struggle to understand and manage emotions, both theirs and others. So if a person frequently uses this phrase, it could suggest they are not very kind or empathetic. Number 6. Why can't you just get over it? This phrase can come across as dismissive and lacking empathy. It suggests an unwillingness to understand and empathize with someone's struggle or pain. When we're kind, we try to understand and support others through their hardships, rather than urging them to just move on. I recall a time when a close friend of mine was going through a rough breakup. Trying to be supportive, I was there listening, comforting, and giving advice. However, another friend of ours frequently used this phrase, "Why can't you just get over it?" It was clear that she had little patience for our friend's healing process and didn't understand that everyone heals at their own pace. This phrase, used often and without consideration, could suggest a lack of kindness or empathy. Number 7. You always or you never. These phrases can be a real sucker punch to the gut. They're often used to accuse or criticize, painting someone's actions with a broad brush. When a person frequently uses these absolute terms to describe someone else's behavior, it can suggest a lack of empathy. It shows an unwillingness to understand that people are complex and that their actions can change depending on the situation. Nobody's perfect, and we all mess up sometimes. Kindness lies in understanding this instead of holding someone to an impossible standard of never messing up or always being perfect. If these phrases are a regular part of someone's vocabulary, it might hint a lack of kindness or empathy. Number 8. That's just how I am. This phrase can often be a sign of resistance to change or growth. If a person often uses this phrase to justify unkind behavior, it might suggest a lack of empathy and an unwillingness to improve. According to psychology, the belief that our personality traits are fixed can limit our growth and ability to adapt to new situations. This is known as a fixed mindset. On the other hand, a growth mindset, the belief that we can change and improve, leads to more resilience and success in various aspects of life. If "that's just how I am" is a common response when someone points out an unkind behavior, it might indicate a lack of kindness or empathy. Number 9. It's just a joke. This phrase can often be used to dismiss the hurt caused by unkind or insensitive remarks. If a person frequently uses this phrase after making remarks that hurt others, it may suggest a lack of empathy. I remember an instance when a colleague of mine made a hurtful comment about another colleague's appearance and then brushed it off as "it's just a joke." It was clear that she didn't understand or care how her words impacted the other person. Humor is subjective, and what one person finds funny, another might find offensive. Kindness involves being aware of this and respecting others' feelings. Number 10. I don't have time for this. This phrase can often come across as dismissive, implying that the person's issue or feelings are not important enough to warrant time and attention. If a person frequently uses this phrase, it might suggest a lack of empathy or kindness. We're all busy, and life can sometimes be chaotic. But when we care about someone, we try to make time for them to listen to their worries, share in their joys, and provide support when they need it. Saying "I don't have time for this" frequently can indicate an unwillingness to do so. Hope you learned something new today and plan to use your words and expressions carefully not to hurt the feelings of others. For this and more videos, subscribe to my YouTube channel and share with your friends and family. Cheers!